Hello and good morning from Boston, not in America, in the UK. So today is the half and full marathon, which I should have been running today, but I'm here to cheerlead and support. I've got my bike with me, so we're here to cheer on the gang. It's just before 7 AM. We're gonna leave soon. I believe the first couple of guys, they're starting about 8:15, and then half marathon is off at about 9 AM. So yeah, I'm going to cheer them on today with my bike, and I'll show you all about the event because obviously I was due to be doing it, and the build up of this series has been, so I'll try and get as much race day footage as possible and show you how they're putting on a COVID secure event. See you at the start. Okay, so we're at the start, and this is the large assembly area. So you have to join from the back, and then they've got like A, B, C, D, E, F. And they're taking people through every 10 minutes up to the start, which is somewhere up there. In the race pack, they ask people to wear masks, so some people are wearing masks. So lots of room for everyone, really safe, social distance, and great to see lots of runners back out there again. How's everyone feeling?
Cold. Cheese already.
Hungry.
Paul, you're hungry? That's no surprise from Paul. Naomi?
Good.
Good?
Yeah.
Target today?
4.
4.
So 3:59.
59. And then Sean's got the half marathon.
Survival. Literally survival.
Here's the assembly area. Portaloos in every part.
Well, I'm gonna like both of you.
I've got to be honest.
Away you go on the Boston Marathon 2021.
There they are. Good luck! Woo! Have fun! Sun's come out. Oh yeah. It's 2 miles in. I've just rode off down the road, and I'm just gonna pitch up maybe about mile 3 or 4 to give the guys their first little cheer. And I'll just show you what the roads are like. So like roads like this, which is quite good, nice surface to run on. There are other cars, but hopefully all the runners feel nice and safe. It's a bit breezy on the way out. That's 2 miles done. It looks like there's a first water stop coming up. Okay, we're 3 miles down. Just seeing the guys. And then, well, this is pretty. A nice route. So far, anyway. Only 3 miles in. 5k. Okay, so we're at mile 4. There's the second water stop here. I believe there's water stops every 2 miles on the course.
I'm here to party in Boston. Can I join you?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. You want them.
To the sea. That way. Off we go. From a sunny Boston. Having a great time. So I've just seen the guys at around mile 18. The last few miles have been slightly eventful. One of the marshals said to me, oh, have you seen anyone? Someone's been sick apparently. And I was like, no, but I can go back and check if you want. So it was nice because then I was just able to go through the course like backwards and just check on some of the runners, make sure they're all okay. One lady had taken a tumble I'd seen a little while before, so I just made sure that she was okay. She was fine. It's just warm out there today for them. Apparently Sean, our running hub member, Sammy's husband, is down at 1:57, so it's his second sub 2 after getting his PB of about 1:55 a couple of weeks ago. So I've taken a bit of a detour now because I just don't want to get in the way of runners. I've been sort of biking in between the water stops and then hopefully try and meet them at the finish now. And yeah, they're doing well. You can tell that Naomi's hot. Well, they all are, but yeah, just hopefully there's water stations every 2 miles with like bottles, so it's great. They've got bins that you can chuck them in, so yeah, really well organised. You just can't predict the weather, can you, with a marathon sometimes? But anyway, right, I'm going to focus on cycling. The last bit now, final approach into Boston College and the finish. So there we have it, the Boston Marathon, a quick roundup of our time out on the course. And it was, you know what, it was a really, really good weekend. We travelled up on the Sunday evening so we could stay over. And the weather was so lovely, obviously probably not great for the marathon runners, but it just felt like we were on holiday because we were away in a new place. You know, I hadn't stayed away in a hotel for such a long time. And it just was a really nice experience. And just to see so many people out there racing again, just had an absolute blast. So it was organised really well, like you saw at the start. There was a nice assembly area so people could really social distance and just get themselves ready. There was a few portaloos in each sort of like, it's kind of just sort of segregated by tape, so in just the different sections. So you did have to make sure you were there early if you did want to use the loo. From that assembly area, they then called you through to sort of like the mid part of the town, a couple of minutes walk away, and they were doing it in the different groups and then letting them go off in their waves. Like you saw, it was quite a beautiful course. It was on, there weren't necessarily closed roads, however, especially sort of you know, once they kind of got out of Boston, it was very much quite quiet roads. So it's actually a really good course. The guys that ran it said that it's really hard to kind of tell when you're on the bike versus running, but they said that it was a really good course to get a PB for. So yeah, Sean did the half marathon and got another sub-2, which was a great result for him. Sammy was running with Naomi because Sammy has done like 5 marathons plus in 5 weekends. Absolutely ridiculous. She's a machine. And at Naomi, it was her first sub-4 hour marathon, which is amazing. She was starting to struggle with the heat, and Sammy gave her a talk gel about 3 miles to go, and she said that it just gave her a new lease of life. And to see their faces coming down that finish line stretch, you know, knowing that she'd done her target was a great thing to see. A couple of shout outs. I met a couple of people along the course, Lizzie, James and Ben. Thank you for coming to say hello. It's always really nice, you know, with these videos I don't really understand sometimes or appreciate how many people do actually see them, so thank you for like coming to say hello and taking the time out to have a little chat. And well, I mean I saw Ben out in the course, so I hope you did well, Ben. And James, well done on your PB that day. In kind of news in what I've been up to in the last couple of weeks, I've been working hard at the gym. I've been enjoying getting back to doing some weights again. You know, I have been doing my classes at home. However, it's nice to be in a different environment where you can really kind of switch off. Because when I teach the classes, it's not necessarily for me. Whereas going into that gym, that is for me and that's my me time. I'm not a strong swimmer, but I have been using the pool, which has been nice. And over the last couple of weeks in particular, we've been out on the bikes, which has been great. Our next door neighbours are really into their road cycling, so they've taken me out on a couple of rides so far, which has been good because it's really challenging. And also, I just know that it's going to benefit my running fitness when I'm able to run again. So on that note, I have got a new scan date. Not a new scan, but a scan date. So I have an MRI booked in for 2 weeks time now. So Wednesday, 2 weeks on Wednesday essentially. I don't know the actual date, 23rd or something like that. So hopefully by then I'm kind of going to be at a stage where I can start to run again anyway. However, the scan will kind of just give me an indication of what actually was wrong and at what stage I can start my recovery and how aggressive, say, I can start the rehab. Had a chat with my physio a couple of days ago and has said that I could start doing therabanded work just to build up sort of the ligaments and everything else around the ankle site, just to make sure that when I do start to return running, it's strong. he said that I'm fine to cross train as much as I'd like to, as long as there's no pain. I'm pretty much pain free now walking. The first couple of weeks were not great. It was quite painful. I was taking ibuprofen a couple of times a day. At one point it was like morning, lunch and dinner time. It was quite painful. And when you can't walk, it's quite like demoralising. So if anything, that kind of really was affecting me. But all good now, I can walk around and stuff. Teaching my classes okay, which is great. And yeah, just now having to focus on still what I can do rather than what I can't. So yeah, it looks like things are on the up, really positive. I've just been throwing myself into the running community by going to races and just getting back out there and enjoying it, but in a different way, which has been fantastic. I feel like I'm still in touch with the community, and that's kind of all you need really when you are injured, is to kind of stay involved rather than kind of reclusing away and getting a bit sort of down about it all. So I'm still hanging in there. I will be back. I don't know if I've mentioned this, but our Berlin Marathon places are no longer available. We were meant to be running with Children with Cancer UK, and because of the volatility of the situation, they decided not to go ahead with the places for this year, because even if the event goes ahead, who knows if we can travel. I'm really hoping that, you know, people that have got places can go and travel and do it, but our charity said that they're not taking the places, which kind of alleviates any stress or pressure from me to kind of get fit and ready for it now. You know, Berlin Marathon is not going anywhere, so I will be able to do it at some point. And then I also have the London Marathon, which was meant to be the week after. So we'll see. Well, hopefully I might be able to go and do it. I might not be able to do it in the state that I want to, because of how the rehab and the recovery is going to have to go. But the good thing with that London is that I can defer it all the way up until the last minute if needs be. So I'm going to see how the return to running goes really. I can't make any decisions right now, but kind of London is the main target. I've got a couple of other races that half marathons and 10Ks that are meant to be lined up, so I might have to see if I can defer them to next year and push them back. But we'll see at this stage. But yeah, just really good news that I have a scan date. And I can't wait to kind of share my journey with you when I do start running again. So thank you for watching. I hope that you got a nice insight into what Boston's like, and it might inspire you to do it next year. I believe it's on Easter Sunday next year. And thanks for sticking by me. Thanks for all your support. And I'll see you in another video very soon.